In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Cassian Andor from the Andor series. Hi there, Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bosk's Bounty video. And as I mentioned in the intro, we are going to be reviewing the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Cassian Andor from the Andor series. This is the first time that we've had a figure on the Andor card back along with Vel Sartha, who is also in this wave. If you want an overview of this whole wave, there is a video on my channel where I look through all of the card backs and everything. But in the videos, the individual videos, we're going to be taking the figures out of the packaging. We're going to be looking at them in great detail. And I can't wait to get into this one. So let's do it. So if you do happen to enjoy the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And hopefully we'll be at 25,000 subscribers sooner rather than later, which would be awesome. All right, so Cassian Andor in the name pill, you've got that Andor logo there in red. Kenner at the bottom, and there's the image of Mr. Cassian Andor there. And he looks pretty good there, bit of an injury below his eye. I'm not too sure how many of you that are watching this video enjoyed the Andor series. I personally thought it was amazing. I absolutely loved every minute of it. It was just, it blew me away, to be honest. The back of the card for this one is VC261 in the line. There's all the other figures from the wave. There's Vel that I mentioned. She's from Andor as well, so I look forward to reviewing her. Vintage Collection logo. Nothing else really on the back, but yeah. Decent image there of Cassian. Very, very cool. And there he is in the bubble. Not too much going on in the bubble, really. Just the one accessory, his tiny little blaster. But I have seen this figure loose before at MCM Comic Con. He was in the cabinet and he looked absolutely amazing. So without further ado, I'm just going to get the guy open and check him out. And there he is out of the packaging next to the B2 Emo droid from the Droid Factory. So that's from the Disney parks, not available in the Vintage Collection as of yet. But there he is, Cassian Andor from the show, looking pretty awesome. Really nice figure, this one. I will go over the details with a close-up shot of him in a second. I just wanted to get him in a quick pose there, just so you can see him next to that droid, looking pretty awesome. And yeah, it's a great looking figure. So without further ado, let's look at him in closer detail. All right then, so let's get a close-up look at the figure. Now do remember that this is a 3 3/4 inch figure. It's quite small, but I am, you know, super zooming in just to show you all the details of the sculpt and everything. So, you know, you will see minor paint defects because it's so close up, but obviously when you're looking at it normally, you won't even be able to notice. But I think they've done a pretty good job on the head sculpt overall for Mr. Cassian Andor. I'm liking all the sculpting detail in his hair. Look at that, fantastic. He's obviously got his beard there at that point in the show. His eyes are straight and everything, so he's looking pretty good from a paint application point of view. Moving on down, we can see that he has his sort of like maroon stroke brown jacket there, which is like a soft vinyl plastic, and it just goes over the arms. So this bit opens out like this, as you can see. But the arms are painted in the same way, so it looks like it's all one piece. When we look at the back of the figure, you can see that the hood is sculpted in there. That looks really good. And I just like all the sort of creases and everything that they've got in that sculpt of the jacket. And it doesn't look too shiny. I know that I've got the lights on it, but I'm going to say something now that may annoy Black Series collectors. But when I was at MCM Comic Con, they had this one on display very close to the Black Series version. And people often complain about the Black Series that the faces are like sweaty or glossy. But I actually found that the Black Series version of this was glossy all over. Whereas this one has more of like a weathered, worn out look, which is perfect for the show, you know. As I say, I've got lights shining down on there, so it does look shiny, but without the lights gleaming down on it, you would see that it's actually like more of a matte finish on his clothes, which is awesome. You can see there that he has his belt and his belt buckle, which is really nicely painted. I do have a bit of orange paint there, which is a bit of a shame. Speck there, I'm not really too sure what that is. And then he has some rounds of ammunition or some tools or stuff in his belt there, which are painted silver, which are pretty good. Again, as I say, this coat is a soft vinyl plastic, so you can manipulate it and move it out of the way. And the belt goes all the way round the back of the figure there. He has like brown coloured trousers or pants if you're in the States, with the knee pads are slightly different colour. They are the same colour as his boots, and his boots are sculpted in with some strapping and everything like that. So he looks really, really good. Good looking figure. I'm liking it, and obviously I love the show as well. And I would love more figures from the Andor show, please Hasbro. There's plenty that I could name that I would like. But yeah, there's the head sculpt of him. You can see there the light's not so bad now in terms of shining. So you get a good look at that head there. Really, really good. I've got to say that the accessory, the blaster, is a little bit of a disappointment. It seems to be quite soft detailing on there. It's got a brown handle, but no trigger guard or anything, which is accurate to the show, I think. But yeah, it fits nicely in the hand. It's not going anywhere, so that's pretty cool. Obviously, he doesn't have a holster for it though, which is a bit strange. Again, I'm not too sure if he does in the show, but I would imagine that he would. But he doesn't seem to have one on this figure. In terms of the articulation, the head is on a ball joint. We'll just take that off now so you can see. It is on a double barbell, but there isn't too much motion in it. I've got to be honest with that. There isn't too much motion, but enough for what you need, really. It does do that sort of movement there with the head. Shoulders are on a ball hinge, elbows are on a ball hinge, and we have hinges and swivel at the wrists as well. We have a ball hinge at the torso, so you get lots of motion there. No split on the upper torso, which is good. And he does have those new pinned hips there, which is good. He has the split at the thigh. The knee hinges are really good because they're hidden by the trouser there, the design of the trouser, which is good, so you can see that. Although you can see there that the pin is brown, which isn't the colour of the knee at that point, which I think they could have done better there. I think they could have painted it grey, the same colour as that piece. But there you go. And he does have the hinge with the rocker on the ankle as well. And ever so quickly, I just wanted to show you a comparison with the current Andor figure that we have from Rogue One. And although this is a really nice figure with decent sculpting and everything, you can really see the improvements that they've made on the heads in the last few years. I mean, this needs photoreal really, really badly. And, you know, just in terms of the sculpt, nowhere near as good as the new one there that we have there from the Andor series. I know it's a different point in time, but it's still the same character. And this one looks exactly like he does in the show, whereas this one's a little bit off. This one looks like a French artist. But there you go then. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you do happen to enjoy the videos, always hit the like button. That does help the video and the channel. And also subscribe if you're new. As I said, hopefully we're going to be hitting 25,000 pretty soon, which will be just mind-blowing for the channel. So thank you so much. Thank you all for watching, everybody, and we shall see you on the next one.